보고 이렇게 many kingdoms including Danganronpa. That
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo. I have no doubt that was the murder.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too...
There we go.
No, what's wrong?
No, what's wrong?
You're right.
That hurts for
Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
That's a
How can you
lie.
say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all, remember?
So true.
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Evidence that went to dojo.
I got it!
Got it.
The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is... right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Yep.
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
Just protecting me. Just that means she knew I was being attacked. She came to my rescue. That'd be when my head hurts.
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait, I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Well, Baby should know better than anyone, because that means Havoc got killed.
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
The killer gave a link to the block door, that was what you mean.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly, I'm not the killer. You should understand.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof
That you aren't the culprit.
No, that's wrong! If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Havoc had the key.
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
So that's not exactly true. It was symmetric to what Kelly told us. Not an obvious lie. This isn't like she's trying to save herself against her lie. She really feels that's why I think that she's the killer or something else. Okay, so that means what Phil was said earlier. Hopefully do. Kyoko killed her. Does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows the lie. I'm the one who can expose her. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to stop? So I'll try to avoid danger, never move forward. We know the danger, but unless we solve the mystery, we have no choice.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then? I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Then, when we searched Kyoko's room, how else could the key have gotten there?
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only explanation. I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Then, when we searched, how else could the
Someone other than me must have put it there.
That's the only explanation.
I didn't have the key because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
No, no. There we go. Oh,
No, it's wrong. No, Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Because I saw the signature was to open any lock in the school. What?
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
And I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape. So I lost. That's all this means.
Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all
Really?
finished. The class trial is all over.
Okay.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out. So then, It's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you! But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
We're not sure. Those guys can fuck us over. Kyoko or me? No, Kyoko! Good job, you got it right. You got it right. That means Kyoko really is the killer, but something strange is going on here. Something wrong with this head. Kyoko.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
I prepared an extra special punishment. Right? Okay.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No. Kyoko really the killer? Surprising. Kyoko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Just like that. Oh shit. What is that? Ooh. After school lesson. Kind of scared. It's turning purple and then blue. It's scared. That's right. That's how the past struggle occurs. The cycle came to an end. Now I wonder what Kyoko has to do for her. Choice is treating thoughts forever. Choose on me. To stop being a diet. Towards the end of the fierce class fight. And it could be our last class fight. Once that kid was over there, I'm going to take another. So, ever again. We gotta take beauty up for the lives of all the others. Peace are only inside the school. Peace are only for us. That was the only hope we had. Hope. 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 This is hope. I got it wrong name or something.
No! This isn't right!
Makoto, why are you staring off into space?
Okay.
Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Wait, I'll let I have to. Oh, I got wrong menu or something. That Kyoko's lying in that actually dead. Every time for the voice movie, another thing, but the listening to all the mysteries that no wrong. No wrong. Think other things. Okay. Made my decision. I wish to kill someone. About to become a secret from
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What? It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
A little bit.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Hey, you got an A+.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
So this voice might be Kirito or Aaron from the dub version. Sounds like Kirito.
What's it gonna be? What's it
I
gonna
thought I
be?
recognized the voice. This is a ripoff. Unless it happens. What, you think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. It went wrong. You got one, I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, Emily. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that. You know that they can say, so try this.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
The same as always, like all the other classes. Nothing ended the same
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
Threatening punishment. Wait, why do I? Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
She set me up, Kyoko.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Kyoko has been found guilty. What? We didn't kill him unless it was in our sleep or something. He doesn't remember much what happened. It's the same thing, but with that. cool right there. Yeah, now I'm totally afraid now. What's the unlucky student? Hero, so probably go straight back or something. Because it feels like the one I'm totally like in the first ones. And that does nice thing. Uh-huh. What's this? What's going on? Hey, what's that? Yeah, it has to be.
This is...
Alter Ego. Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus? For that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it, Johal. I don't believe it. It seems you finally made a miscalculation. Now you miscalculate. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that? In other words, what I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already learned? Barely started a thing. It was a pinch. An itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him fast, but you're never gonna... To waste away in the garbage dump pit in a way that's even better special. To waste away in the garbage dump pit in a way that's an even better special punishment. But still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Kyoko there? Is he gone? Hey Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? What the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay, we're not the ones. It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind. Now it's the mastermind that's incinerated.
What are
you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. High school towers the massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this plus urban area. It's like the school stands in the center of the entire world. Both the academy brings in top students from every field imaginable government funded school privilege. They say that if you manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. Hundreds of years of tradition and sense of creative crop into the world for every year. Was built to raise hope for the next future. So raise hope to be a pretty fitting name. There are two things made to attend school. One, you have to rightly attend high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. In order to a student can roll here, the only way in is if you're missing out from the school itself. And saying that the game is to school filled with the ultimate students, was me. I'm still alive? What the heck? What? Where am I? I'm going, my head was on top of it. Or wooden desk. My body felt heavy, wounded with me, sunk off the middle of some board class or above. What was I doing sleeping on? Was in the class I've never been in before. What the heck is going on? Good. So alive. Trying to find feeling mind and body so to come back together again. Then I was awake. It's just another dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't here. The temple should have made my nostrils too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. It was a vast dark cavern with the bear's hit of light seeping in, justice piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. I had to search for 5 minutes of it, but that was just the beginning of my problems, so I'm going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died. I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me from all too well what had happened. Alter ego saved me, and he used up the last of the strength. So I can't do that for myself and for my friend. And with that, the pursuit of survival began. Searching for a way out. Maybe some of the others are here. And Armando is here. Or Celeste. Who really is the